welcome to ThePrint. I'm Amana Begam Ansari, and this week I have written the article about the BJP outreach to the poor Muslim through their Eid kit, which they're going to provide to 32 lakh poor, underprivileged Muslim families. So this Ramadan, this is a quite gesture from basically the BJP government, and this gesture is getting called Saugat-e Modi, and it is described as a goodwill initiative which is timed with the holy month. And of this kit basically appears very festive, which includes sevaya, sweet, sugar, and like dry fruits. And this kit also include kurta pajama for men and fabrics for women, very neatly packed to reach to Muslim household. At first glance, it appears very thoughtful cultural outreach by Bharatiya Janata Party, and basically an attempt to bring a warmth to the festive homes. But since as a most thing in India about the politics, in the political sphere is about goodwill gesture, but more about something more to do with the politics. So the move hasn't gone unnoticed by political observer. And why this sudden and massive outreach to the Muslims by a party that has so far built much of its narrative on distancing itself from appeasement politics? And this is the same BJP whose leader have routinely criticized political opponent for attending iftar parties, framing such a gesture as opportunistic pandering. And yet, here we are with the ruling party preparing Eid hampers, not just for a symbolic few, but for more than 30 lakhs family household. And for many, the question is not whether the gesture is kind, but why now and why like this. So the BJP Saugat-e Modi kits have not only surprised political commentator, but basically also drawn scathing remark from opposition, which is understandable because they might see it as an attempt to cut their voter base. And according to the political guru, this upcoming Bihar assembly could be a reason why BJP is reaching out to the Muslim, because that rising opposition movement could impact not just the party but also its key allies Nitish Kumar's Janata Dal, Chirag Paswan's Lok Janshakti Party, and Jitan Ram Manjhi's Hindustani Awam Morcha. In that light, the Eid outreach feel like less an act of cultural generosity but more like a political buffer, an attempt to soften the blow in the state where coalition math can shift quickly. The analysis may hold some truth, but it seems to overlook the broader outreach pattern that BJP has been steady building, in my opinion, particularly towards poor Muslim Pasmanda community and Muslim women as well. So over the past few years, the party has made targeted effort to create an opening within the section of Muslim electorate long seen as a distant. Like in 2023 urban local body election in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP went as far as fielding Pasmanda Muslim candidate, and out of the 395 candidate, 54 Muslim candidate went on to win on their ticket. These numbers seems very modest when seen in the larger national context, but they speak to a subtle shift in party's approach. On that goes beyond gift and boxes, and a hint remaining that BJP's political strategy, at least on the surface, are changing basically. BJP's effort to engage with Pashmanda and poor Muslim is not new. In UP, if you can see that Danish Ansari, a Pashmanda Muslim, is appointed as the Minister of Minority Welfare, Muslim Waqf and Hajj in Yogi Adityanath's second cabinet, which seen by many as a symbolic but politically significant move. The party and its spokesperson also often talk about the APJ Abdul Kalam and how they are the one appointing them as a president of India, and the site is as a proof of their inclusive credential. Added to these are the number of welfare schemes that directly or indirectly benefit Muslim from economically weak background. So Apart from that, time and time again, Prime Minister Modi also has reached out to the Muslim. Most recently, the attendant the Sufi music festival Jahan Khushru in Delhi, where he spoke at length about the Sufi tradition as a force of unity in diversity, an acknowledgement of spiritual and cultural heritage, basically. And in this context, it become harder to view Saugat-e Modi solely through the political lens, like it is for the electoral gain. And one thing then emerged clearly that from that is BJP wants to seen as a party that's willing to govern fairly and is committed to addressing the problem of ordinary Indian, including the Muslim citizens. So welfare is extended, representation is offered, and cultural out is visible, but it also comes with an undercurrent of expectation that Muslim who is embraced is often the one who fits in a certain frame, the good Muslim, the patriotic Muslim, and the inclusive and culturally assimilated Muslim. It is not always stated outright or spoken directly, but the lines are drawn subtly between those who are welcome into the fold and those whose views are not perceived as in a national interest. In fact, the politics of inclusion still carries then the weight of the conditional conditions. Anyways, regardless, it is always a very welcome sign when the top leadership of the country makes an effort to assimilate and accommodate minority community. And I see this gesture in that light, which is a very welcoming. However, there is one more important point to note that there is going to be a conditional inclusivity, a lot of way. And the point is that the signal the party is giving the inclusivity, it's to truly resonate, it must go beyond the welfare scheme and outreach program. It should affirm that Muslim in all their diversity are not just the recipient of state generosity but are equal stakeholder in the national story. Until unless we do not reach to that point, this outreach is not, I mean, it's not going to bring some very significant shift, and it's not even good for the national interest. For more such a video, keep watching The Print.